welcome to Bro, check this out. Which seems just gonna jump right into it. See what we did there? Uh, I'm Muse. That's the sexy pants Zarwin who's actually in charge of all of us. And this week we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077, which you had me play last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I put a lot of hours in that game, so thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it. That was a long game.
Yeah.
Currently, I think I've got 57 hours in it. Because then I started doing all of the side missions and everything. Because there's a lot of side missions in there too. Currently, you're looking for a monk that's running around town, and meditating with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, but you know what? I just feel like I've talked a lot this morning. Did you know that where the best place to get this game is?
Loaded.com?
Yeah, something like that. CD keys, formerly CD keys. They tell me.
Formerly.
I had no idea that they changed. But hey, there's a link in the description. You get for like 63% off if you want the game. Yeah. See, there we go. There's a pitch. We have an affiliate link, and it helps the channel so that we can do this more. See what I did there? That's our plug. And let's actually talk about the stuff and the things. I'm sure we'll go off on tangents, but why did you want me to play this game, Zarwin?
I wanted you to play this game because this is probably the game I've played the most since it's come out. You said you had like 50 something hours into it. I was looking on the Xbox. It said I had 19 days, 17 hours last time I checked.
Also, there will be spoilers because this is a very story-driven game, surprisingly. So there will be spoilers. You've been warned. If the game's been out for I don't know how long?
Like 5 years? 4
Yeah, it
years?
came out like 2020, 2021. So you've been warned. But I remember because when you told me to play this game, I had already played it a little bit. Not very long. I don't even think I finished Act 1. And it was on my Xbox Series X, whatever the first one was. It wasn't like the nicer one.
The Xbox One X.
Yeah, is that what it is? The One X? So I had it on that, and the loading times were so slow. And I felt like the game was a mess. I got it. I think I played with a Game Pass or like I shared with a buddy or something. So luckily I didn't pay for it or anything. But I didn't last more than I think 4, maybe 5 hours in the game, and then I put it down until you told me again. At which time I played it again and enjoyed it very much. I wound up. I still can't decide what I want to play as. So we're just gonna go all over the place because I really like the pistols and I'm kind of stealthy, but then I realized that I don't want to be that stealthy. So like I start stealthy and then I shoot somebody in the head, and then someone sees it because I don't ditch the body or anything. And I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'm just running around like headshotting everybody, and that's just really fun. I started with the mantis blades. Those were awesome, but then I found out that I like katanas more, and that's where I'm at as a cyber psycho, running around with a katana, deflecting bullets like I'm a Jedi. I mean, that makes me feel good.
That's the exact problem I had with the mantis blades. That they are cool, but I would rather have a katana. And then you can have gorilla arms or the monowire, or honestly the projectile arms, the ones that have like a grenade launcher built in. Those are awesome.
I want to find some of those because I've got the gorilla arms that I got for beating the story, and I just equip those because I'm like, screw, I'm gonna use katana anyway, help out with my strength, and they just look cool, and they help me get through all of the boxing missions. I didn't do the boxing missions till after the game was done, and that's like the first quest you get.
Yeah, I usually do them as I find them.
Fair. I also didn't do Jackie's funeral. Jackie dies until after the game ended.
Wow. At least you got Jackie's funeral. There are several options that you just don't get Jackie's funeral.
Wait.
All right, so let's
okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
In a little bit. Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
All right.
At the beginning. Heard.
So before I jump into yours, because you played it through for basically the first time, I want to I started to play through when I gave it to you, which I think is my 6th playthrough.
Okay, I would normally make fun of you for that, but after playing the game all the way through, I'm like, yeah, that's valid. You can do that.
Now you definitely don't have to play it as much as that. I just really like the game, but I tend to. There are 5, 6, I think 6 endings, 5 normally, and then 1 secret one.
Yeah.
And I tend to just do one ending and then start a new character. Like you can go back to the save point and do,
which is what I was doing. Yeah.
but I don't know. Is there something, the way they do the role playing choices in the game really makes it feel like the opening choices you pick really change who your V is.
Mhm.
Like for this run, I did a corpo backstory. And I'll be honest, like in weird moments, that changes how I normally play. Like when I play Corpo V, because of the extra like dialogue options you get, they feel very professional, right? Very businesslike. So I tend to do the requests exactly as they're given to me. I don't do any of the optional stuff where it's like, well, you could. Okay, here's a good example. Did you do the side mission where you have to deliver a car for somebody and there's a dude in the trunk?
I think so. Yes, I did.
Okay, so basically, normally I usually let that guy go because why not? But I was Corpo V and I was like, nah, I was hired to deliver this car with this guy in it. So I like opened it up, talked to him, put him back in the trunk, and then just like drove him to his death. That was what I was paid money for.
So the way I play, or at least I try to play all RPGs, is the first playthrough I always try to do like as canon as possible.
That's a mistake here.
But the problem is with this game, I don't know what the fuck is canon. Like I have no idea what is canon.
All canon. It's all canon. They're all just different ways that V could have lived their life at Night City.
Right? So my thing like with my playthrough is like, all right, I'm going to just not necessarily always be the bigger person, but for the most part, I'm just going to do what they ask. Like whatever my fixer tells me, I'm going to like, all right, I want to do the thing. But like then I'm going to let V have conscience because V is a street kid. So like I like this. I'm also kind of a street kid. So like you know what? I'm going to like put my own morals into V. And if something super fucks, I'm gonna be like, nah, man, we ain't doing that. Like we out. We out. So that's kind of how I played V. And there are some things where I'm like, yeah, cool. And then there's other times where like I may have just messed up. And I think my biggest mess up, and it's because just like me normally, I got swept up in Hano and Arasaka. And that was my first ending. And
The
because
okay, did for that I have to ask, did you save Takamura?
I didn't know you could.
Well, you have a whole different ending to go look at then.
Yeah. So I really like I didn't look up anything until after I beat
Good.
it the first time. And then I was like, I fucked up. After I started reading, it was like, oh yeah, you could have done this. I'm like, so Hano was my boy. And that dude was like, all right, we're ride or die now. And everyone's like, yo, Hano's a dick. Let Hano die. I'm like, I first of all, I didn't know I could save him, and I would have if I could have, because that dude was my boy. And yeah, so I got the devil ending first. And in have again spoilers, have never been so unsatisfied but satisfied with an ending at the same time because of like I deserved that. Everything that just happened, I deserved.
One of
Yeah.
the great things about Cyberpunk and its endings is that there's a couple that I guess you can call good endings, but even then it's still like sort of. But like it's a pretty realistic game in that like these given like no chance, right? No ending is great. There's no like good ending in Cyberpunk. You do the best you can living in Night City. Like
Yeah, I the second one I did, because I just went back and just like did it again because again I was so far behind on every single other ending because I was so swept up trying to just beat the game. I didn't realize that there were multiple endings while I was playing. I'm like, all right, well I guess I got to go get this for Arasaka. I guess like, well, hey, we're chumming it up with Arasaka. Shit, here we go. And then all that went down, and then I found out like, oh, I need to do the Pan Am stuff, and also I'm in love with Pan Am.
I was about to ask, who did you romance?
I no one. I tried to romance Pan Am, but again, I still have to finish her ending.
Oh,
But
you didn't done that yet. Okay.
no, so like I didn't even know you could romance anybody until you just said that. So
Oh boy. Yeah, so there's four romance options. There's there's two for male V, and that is Pan Am and I think his name is River. Have you met the cop River?
no,
No, sorry, not River. River is not for male V. Carrie Eurodyne is for.
This name sounds familiar. I've probably met Carrie.
You definitely met him in the past because he's Johnny's.
Yes, okay, I have met Carrie. He's the yes, the guitar player.
Yes, but have you met the older one?
Yes, I met him. So I'm
Okay.
finishing up him. I did the gig and all that.
Yeah, he's the other romance option for male V. And then for female V, your options are River the cop or Judy for like
Okay.
way at the beginning.
Yes, I remember Judy. So I'm playing as a lady because I felt like Lady V,
Same.
and my V looks like Scarlett Johansson.
Nice. When you talk about the most canon playthrough, the game Cyberpunk 2077 was written with the intending like as written as female.
Which is
So
why I played. That's the only canon thing that I figured.
I've played both at this point. I like both voice actors. You're not really getting a bad deal either way, but I do think like the Johnny V interactions are way better with female V. They just make more sense.
That's fair.
Like
Like
that's where it's most noticeable. Like they clearly wrote this interaction between a dude and a lady. Like
that's fair. Also, shout out to Keanu Reeves because
yeah.
he just killed it. Idris Alba also killed it in Phantom Liberty, which I chose the Somi ending. I just sent Somi to the moon, so that was the ending I chose. As much like
It is Elba, huh?
yeah, I shot him
Ariel can't win.
in the face. I felt bad for that because again, Idris Elba, he was killing it, and he was my buddy, and like he got screwed. Honestly, that none of this like he was just doing his job and was put between a rock and a hard place, and he deserved better.
Yeah. And I will say, unlike the main game where it's just like the ending is a little different for each one once you hit that final point, depending on what your choice are. If you go the other way in Phantom Liberty, the whole end game is different. Like it's a totally different story path.
Really?
Yeah. So if you decide to join with Reed instead during that scene, yeah, totally different story, different missions, different everything. Very cool. Like absolutely worth playing through that again.
I'm gonna have to do that. I might just do a separate file just to do that again. Well, but no, it was super fun as well. I actually liked Phantom Liberty. That was a really good DLC. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked that. It did a lot. The story was cool. I like what they were doing. They had some really cool mission beats. It was super different, which I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah. I really appreciated in Phantom Liberty how even all the little side quests had little like epilogues to them if you made certain choices, right?
Uh-huh.
Almost all of them you check in with the person from the story and get extra resolution,
Uh-huh.
which for I missed in the main game because there are some where I'm like, God, that was a really cool story beat, and we're supposed to be left with mystery, but I want a little bit more. I need something else to look at.
Fair.
But
I
yeah,
also like Mr. Hands. I like him as a fixer. I think he is definitely my favorite fixer. Probably because I interact with him the most. But his stuff is super cool, kind of behind the scenes, corporate espionage. Like I want to take over, but secretly. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, in case you haven't figured out, we both enjoy this game a lot.
yeah.
It,
Again, my favorite game probably since it's been released. Like I really love Baldur's Gate 3. I put a lot of hours into Baldur's Gate 3, but something about the gameplay loop of Cyberpunk pulls me in for as long. I'll just be like, I just want to run around and shoot some stuff for a little bit, and then I'll get,
yes.
oh, well, okay, but what if I restarted the game and I had a story to follow?
Right? No, I my new thing like in between like what I'm doing, I'm like, you know what? I just feel like going in, being a cyber psycho, and just calling down max tack and just going wild just to see if I can.
Your build, you said you went cool,
Yeah.
so sneaky. Did you do you did pistols mostly? Did you
Yeah.
play with the knife throwing at all?
I haven't yet. So I like threw a knife once and then I was like, I'm really bad at this, and I pulled my pistol back out. That was
Yeah,
what I did.
the knife throwing gets easier once you I mean, practice a little bit, but once you get more things that like slow down time and stuff, that's when you can really start to do the crazy nutty knife stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I've my current V build is a mess because I've got I again I can't decide what I want to do because I just want to do everything. Because I've got the berserker, so like I'll berserk, grab my katana, and start just whooping up on people real quick. And then I've also got like a cloak for when I'm like, yeah, I want to sneak around, but it's mostly for missions, so I can get the optional objective of don't cause the alarm, so I can just go sneaky. And then I just equipped the quantum tuner, which I think helps the reset. I can't remember what it does, but from Somi. So I've got that going, but yeah, I need to like focus down something, literally something.
So, did you play with net running at all?
No, not at all.
Okay, so I'll talk about net running for a little bit because for my current playthrough, I decided I wanted to go all in on net running because I've usually like done it a little bit as like my secondary, right? Like I'll go cool and I'll have a little bit of net running to help me sneak around or whatever. But going all in on it is wild. I don't really worry about combat anymore. I can usually like clear out a whole like little short area or mission thing by like hacking into a camera and then just shutting everybody down before I walk in. So there's not like combat anymore. It's a totally different like way of playing. As long as you have like good positioning so they can't find you right away, you could like kill everybody and then walk into an empty room. It's incredible.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's not as good in the few boss fights there are, but even then, the way you can like stack quick hacks on each other and like use the way you stack them to get your RAM back, it's not hard to kill just about anybody.
Huh. I might need to play another playthrough and try this because yeah, my new thing right now. I like found some revolver and like all right, no, it's screw it. We're just going in loud all the time. I'm doing the cop missions right now. Just like find the thing, save the person, and
Yeah.
I'm just like all right, here we go.
Yeah, I did this run on very hard, which I haven't done before. I almost did a full run, but I my build wasn't good and I couldn't beat Adam Smasher at the end with it, so I had to drop down to hard to finish that one. But this time I'm like determined to finish it on very hard. So I cleaned up all those little like NC police department things in the first act so I could be like level 20 because boy, is hard early on. Until you have enough points, you die a lot.
I believe that because yeah, I think I played on normal just to get through because I wanted to be able to talk about everything. Definitely might try to do a very hard net running build. That sounds spooky. And get Skippy because I haven't gotten Skippy yet, but I got Skippy the first time I played. I remember that I got Skippy and he was on just kill everything mode or whatever the hell it is, and that was fun. I like it. Also, he's the voice of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I found that out just perusing the interwebs. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Who I think is dating Ariana Grande. So there's your pop culture for the week. He was in Wicked. He was in Wicked. SpongeBob was in Wicked, and now he's dating Ariana Grande. That pop culture 101 right there for you. I don't know. My wife listens to this stuff.
Right. Tom Kenny. Tom, that's his name, right? Tom Kenny is SpongeBob. He can't. He's not. He's not. You're messing with me.
I'm not. I'm pretty sure that. Yeah.
Tom Kenny. There's no way Ariana Grande was born dating somebody who was born in 1962. I don't believe it. He's married, so they're definitely.
No, he broke up with her.
No, it's
The whole thing.
Literally looking at a thing now where he's saying they're rumors.
It was a whole thing. Like
I'm
he
pretty sure it's not real.
left his wife and kid and was
No,
smashing Ariana Grande.
no. That's all rumors.
Well, I'm
He
ahead
was
of
married for 30 years, my guy.
Okay, well maybe it's a new SpongeBob. I can't remember, but it's happened.
You are correct that he was in Wicked. It's everything else after that where it's not true.
Someone in the comments, let us know who's right. Probably him, but whatever. I don't know. That's a thing that happens, right? So yes, the game solid, love it a lot. What was your first ending, and how did you feel about it?
My first ending was very similar to yours. I did all the stuff first, but I was really interested in where the Arasaka story line ended. So I did it first, but I didn't realize you could save Takamura, so I got the classic double ending. But I think my favorite ending is the secret ending is the best one. But I also really like the one with Pan Am. There's a Pan Am ending that's really good.
That's the next one I'm working on, so don't spoil that one for me yet. But the Johnny Rogue ending, that was pretty good because I let Johnny.
I actually haven't done that one yet, just because I really don't like the idea of Rogue dying. So I just
That's fair. You get her gun. I like her gun.
Yeah, but I have I have so many guns.
Yeah, it's true. That's something I'm working on right now. In my main playthrough, I'm trying to fill up V's wall with all the legendaries or the iconic weapons. Trying to do that. Turns out I missed a whole lot of them. Luckily, you can buy them in the stadium if you have
Yeah,
missed them.
you can't get all of them on a single playthrough because you are locked out of some based on choices you made. Like I got one that I've never been able to get before. That's very good. It's a revolver called Doom Doom.
Doom Doom? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and so you get it, but do you remember the Maelstrom mission during like Act One where you go in
Yes.
with so if you keep Dum Dum from there alive,
I did that.
kill him later
Oh.
at the Totentraz or whatever. You might not even be at that story at that mission yet since you didn't do the side missions. But if you meet you can meet him again later if he stays alive. And if
Mhm.
you kill him in the second time, he drops his revolver, which is ridiculously good.
I'm gonna go try to find that because I'm really liking revolvers right now just because they're badass.
Yeah, it's super great. It shoots like 3 explosive shots per trigger pull. It's ridiculous. Very good.
That sounds awesome for headshots.
Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I unfortunately, like I said, I played the Takamura ending and then was sent to space and lived there for ever, and then sold my soul to be put into an engram, and that was depressing. But then I did
So
the Johnny one.
yeah. I will say because you did the devil ending, but you sent Jackie to his family.
Mhm.
You didn't. So the first when I did it the first time, I sent Jackie to Vic.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, send him to Ripper Doc, take it from there. Except his body gets taken from Vic's, and then you can find his like fucked up engram in Arasaka. It's fucked up.
Oh
One
damn.
of the reasons I like this game is that there are so many choices you can make that come back to you later, and like it's always dark.
Oh, it's
It's
always
never unlike Warhammer, which is another obsession that we obviously have if you've been watching this podcast at all. Like it's never like hopelessly dark. Like it's fucked up that that happened, but you do get to like see Jackie again, which is I don't know. There's a bunch of weird conflicting emotions.
yeah, it's very human, which is weird to say because it's all cyberpunky. It's a very human game. Like
Yeah,
they took time.
if you remove all of the like chrome body parts and the hacking and stuff, it's almost the world we live in now.
Right.
It's not we're not that far away from it.
You just happen to be an assassin. It's like that's the only difference. Like there's not really. I mean, there probably are professional assassins, but like there's no like again shadow ops. Who knows? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not Alec. What the hell's his name? Alex, not Alex Smith. That's a quarterback. Um, I can't remember. He's got that crazy podcast that what Info Wars and all that.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Yeah, I'm not him.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
that dude's wild. Uh,
yeah. Frogs gay. That shit now.
shit. But no, it's very like they took time. And then this is my obligatory talk about Expedition 33. If E33 is a 10 out of 10, I give like Cyberpunk like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Like it's good. I feel bad for missing it when it came out because I just couldn't play it honestly.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even feel bad about missing it when it came out. Like part of the reason that it, I mean, it obviously has made a bunch of waves now, but part of the reason that it didn't when it came out is because it was so fucking broken, right?
Yeah.
So if it doesn't work, that gives you points off. And
Yeah.
they really turned it around. It's an incredible game now. It works really well. The DLC is awesome. But yeah, I think it's totally fair to like knock a point for releasing in a bad state. Like
Which is gaming in general, which kind of pisses me off. And this is actually kind of a part that I wanted to talk about with you today is just like not necessarily the state of gaming, but like my thought right now, it just because we're in our fucking 30s, is like we used to be console gamers. And like it was very like we've been Xbox all the way, I think growing up forever. Yeah, I mean you have a PlayStation 5, don't you? Or no?
yeah, I mean, I've been back and forth. I definitely bought into console wars on both sides at one point or another, but like I've always gone back and forth. I had a PlayStation 2, and then at the tail end of the PlayStation 2's life, I got an Xbox super cheap because I really wanted to play Halo 2 online. And then from Halo 2, I went to the 360. Um, 360. From the 360, I went to a PS4 and then picked up an Xbox One after working like a summer of online internet nonsense. Um, and I bought myself an Xbox One from that. But yeah, I've always kind of gone back and forth. This uh, generation, it was the Xbox first, then the PS5. But yeah, I'm not.
Fair. Because, like, I find myself being able to play less. So, like, my PC, and this kind of what I want to talk about, like, trying everyone's always like, PC superior. And, like, growing up, I'm like, I don't understand that. And now I'm like, I understand that. But the way people present it is bad. It's like, we're better than you. It's no, stop that. It's being able to upgrade without having to buy all new everything and still have access to your back catalog. And that is what I find I really like in my 30s, because I can get all my games. I don't care, like, there's different launchers, whatever, but I can play them forever, and I just have to upgrade something. Like, you telling me to get, like, what I think I found my NVMe for like $70, and it was a game changer. Like, those little things, like, you can do a little thing like that and upgrade your PC, while a fucking Xbox controller is, what, if you want a new one of those, it's like 60, 70, $120 for a controller. It's wild. So that's like what I'm kind of coming to, because I still use my Xbox controller from forever ago, and then it's plugged in. I've got a cool little back thing on it because I was in on the Xbox. I had a sweet, like, with the Elite controller. I love those controllers. They've got a good weight. They feel great, but it broke after a year, which pissed me off.
Quality
Um,
control on those is bad.
Real bad. And, like, I'm using the one out of the box that came with the Xbox my wife gave me. I'm still using it fucking 4 years later, which is nice. So, like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on it? Because obviously, like, for me, I'm like, as I get older, I think I'm gonna just go straight into PC, because I don't have a PlayStation 5. I don't have the new Xbox. I don't even think I've touched either one of those in forever, because I can just do everything on my computer and run it exponentially faster. Like, I think it's a good entry point for everybody, but, like, I'm not saying I'm a hardcore gamer anymore, but I mean, I guess kind of. Like, I prefer my PC because I do, and I can upgrade it. And I've had the same computer for 10 years. I've had to upgrade things over the time because, well, they've blown up, because my X99 motherboard, I had way too overclocked and it blew up because I sneezed on it. That literally happened. But even upgrading it though, I got a pretty much a whole new computer for $300, which is cheaper than a console. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Um, I I like both. I think is the quickest way to sum it up. But like the PC is not cheaper, right?
Right. No,
It's
not.
just not. It's easy. It's cheaper to maintain if anything goes wrong, or if you like you said, you want to upgrade and keep parts of it. But like to start with a PC to get one that is comparable to a console, you're paying, I would say, at least twice as much as a well, maybe not with all the recent price jumps on console stuff. Jeez, did you see that Xbox is getting another price jump? It's going to be like $800.
And that's the thing. It's like, if I've got to upgrade this every 5 years, I don't want to do that. I think all in on my PC, I'm probably 2 grand in over the course of 10 years.
Yeah. But some of those things that you'll need to upgrade at some point are more expensive than a whole console. You know,
That's
if you
fair.
like you
Yeah.
have a 3060, which is pretty good, but the 50 series has been pretty good, and if the 60 series is also a marked improvement, then you're probably going to need to upgrade a graphics card again, and that's going to be a console and a half. Like,
But the other side of that, because we were actually talking before everything, is I can take some of these parts and put them in another computer. So, like, I think, like, didn't your dad do that? And he's got a server in the living room that he just used from old parts or something. I don't know. I
yeah,
haven't seen your father in 20
that's
years.
definitely how it was. Yeah, that is how it was set up. I have no idea what their setup is now. But yeah, you can definitely do that, and it's good. But like the advantage of a console is that when you buy a console and you plug it in, it's going to work. And when you buy a game for that console, you know that your specs match the ability to play that game, right? If you just want to play games, I think it's a pretty hard argument to say that you should get a PC over a console, right?
Fair.
Because the things that you have to invest in on a PC to make it comparable is gonna be way more expensive.
That is fair.
Um, but if you're gonna do a bunch of other stuff and you already need a slightly beefier PC, yeah, PC gaming is great. You're gonna be able to get a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be, I mean, for games wise, the price is usually way cheaper on PC, and you have access to a bunch of indie stuff. Honestly, I think the sleeper hit in this is the handheld PCs. They're getting better and better, and I think I mean, I don't think they're gonna be, like, really comparable until probably 2030, but I'm looking at, the getting the ROG Xbox Ally X because I can play, all of my stuff on my PC, all of the Xbox Play Anywhere stuff, all the Game Pass stuff, and I should be able to get a stand and plug it so I can hook it into my TV so I can sit on my couch still, which is the other big advantage of a console is that you can, like, sit back and relax on the comfiest thing in your house,
That's fair.
right? So I think those handheld PCs are really gonna bridge the gap for a lot of people. Their price needs to get down and comparable, but, like,
Which kind of leads me to my next thing is I think that not Xbox, Microsoft is doing a better job of this than Sony because of Xbox Game Pass being able to go to PC. So even if you are a PC player, you can still get all of your Xbox exclusives, which Microsoft and has Windows, which makes sense. So that's like the one thing you got to wait like what at least a year, maybe 2 years. Is it just 1 year to play something on from Sony on PC?
I don't think it's an exact science like that. I think it's somewhere from, like, 6 months to 2 years. Like, it was pretty far back, but I think Spider-Man 2 came out fairly close to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side counterpart.
I think it was about a year later because I didn't get to
Yeah,
play it until after it came out on PC, and that was late to that party. But I was excited because I got to play Spider Man. But
yeah.
that's the one thing is being able to have that crossplay for console and PC. And I think that's where everything needs to kind of keep going because as things get cheaper and more expensive at the exact same time, like having the options is nice. Like I would
Yeah.
love to be able to play Cyberpunk on my living room couch again, but I don't have the newest Xbox, so I've got to just do it on my PC. I've got it
Yeah.
connected to my TV in my room as well, so I could do that if I really wanted to, but I'm all wired up. So that's I don't know. What do you think technology is going to look like in 2077? What do you think gaming is going to look like in 2077 to bring it all together? See what I did there?
I'll be honest, I don't know, man. I do think at some point they're gonna get VR figured out. It sounds like they're pretty close from time to time. I do see some point in our lifetimes being able to just buy an all-in-one VR headset, put that on, and everything is like there, right? You just do that, you pair a controller to it, and you have a VR game.
That'd be kind of
I
cool.
don't think that's right. I don't think that's impossible, especially if you look at like again, look at the handheld consoles and the power that they have, and you can just take that and pull that into a headset around your head.
Oh yeah, I mean you could
It'll
play.
work.
I think you could play Assassin's Creed Mirage on your iPhone.
Yeah, I think so. You can play Resident Evil 7 and 8 on your iPhone or your iPad, I think.
Oh yeah, I believe that. So I mean, yeah, things are getting crazy now. So
It's
imagine
gonna be
us.
100% the future. I don't imagine consoles will be around that much longer, at least not in their current format, right? I think more Switch style consoles from all manufacturers is what you're gonna see.
Yeah, and I love how we never talk about Nintendo. Nintendo's like its own thing. Like they just do their own
100%
thing.
is. They literally have their own, like, separate ecosystem. They don't participate in the graphics wars with other people. They don't need to. They have a bunch of strong first party IP that they own, and they live on that, and they produce hardware that is, like, by technical definitions, outdated when it releases, but that's not what they're not trying to be, the most powerful CPU or GPU. They're like, no, we're gonna make a console, and then we're gonna make a bunch of fun games that work on that console.
Right.
We're gonna do that for about 8 years, and then we're gonna give you a new console.
Which I can actually get down with that more because like I feel like what Game Boys we got every what 3 4 years back in the day.
Almost maybe every two,
Every two. So yeah, they like had
maybe
that.
three. Yeah,
But that was because everything was probably going so rapidly at that time, technology wise. And then yeah, we got the Switch and used that for fucking what 10 years, 15 years.
speaking of the Switch 2 runs Cyberpunk 2077. You can get to Cyberpunk 2077 and play it on the Switch 2.
I don't have a code for that. I've only got a code for PC or Steam. So unfortunately, that's not
So
really.
My point was more, you had said you wish you could sit and play it back on your couch, and I'm telling you, you can play it anywhere. You can
That's
play
fair.
that in the middle of a field by yourself, like whatever you want to do.
I do. Yeah, I've got the Switch One OLED again. I literally got that, and then a month later they announced the Switch Two. I'm like, oh, okay, well there goes that. So I mean, I've got like the Zelda games and the Pokemon games for it,
Yeah.
and some other things. I now know what I'm going to have you play, and what I'm going to have you play at the end of this because you should be able to play it, and it's ridiculous. We'll come back to that later. Uh, but uh, but no, yeah. I love Nintendo. Nintendo's like you just keep doing you. You just no one touched Nintendo other than suing the shit out of people for Pokemon, which I guess is
Oh my god, I'd say big caveat in that Nintendo Japan as a company fucking sucks.
yeah.
They're awful. Uh,
They're Arasaka.
trying to freaking patent the concept of catching and summoning something. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I saw
What? No. No.
I saw that the other day. I literally I'm pooping. I'm scrolling through my news feed and everything. It's like Pokemon Company trying to patent catching and releasing creatures. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Shut up.
Yeah.
Stop that right now. There was something else. Kind of like War. I guess Warhammer's a little bit whatever because like that's their baby. But then like the cease and desist that they do for people trying to improve upon their game. I still think that like again, this is way off topic, but like Warhammer should do things like D&D is like here's the system, here's what you're going to do, here's our books, here's all of our stuff for it. Have fun. Just play with our system.
Well, that's sort of what it is. It's just when they do tournaments and stuff, they have to be like, these are legal units, these are not, right? Like you can play Warhammer however you want.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
You can modify the rules as much as you want. You just can't like take that to a store and expect them to be like, yeah, that's totally legit.
Yeah, and I know they got not the competitive the campaigny things, so you could like run a campaign with Warhammer. I'm more into the lore and painting and everything because I've not actually played. I'm too terrified to play. People are sweaty in Magic, and I can only imagine how sweaty they get in fucking Warhammer.
I can't imagine Warhammer is as sweaty as Magic because Warhammer is so much randomness. As soon as you have to roll like 20 dice for a thing, you can't get that salty because it's literally out of your hands. It's up to 20 little pieces of plastic to tell you what happened.
That's fair. Yeah,
There's
but
not really a misplay. There's luck.
yeah, but so yeah, we're just talking about all the random stuff now. You can cut this out or you can keep it. Who knows? No, I went to go just play some Commander last Friday night. Actually, I walked into the Spider-Man pre-release. I know people are really down on it, but like the Spider-Man cards are really cool. Like just they're really cool and they fit my deck. I run a 10th Doctor Rose Tyler deck, which is all like Exile and whatnot. Then I put a bunch of Spider-Man in it, and it's really cool and it's really fun and I like it a lot. When's the last time you played Commander?
I haven't played Magic in 6, 7 years.
That's fair.
I
probably wouldn't.
sold my cards 3 or 4 months ago. I'll probably stay out of it unless they drop like. Honestly, part of the thing that kicked me out is probably what we'll bring back in. If they drop a really sick Universes Beyond, then I care about it. If they drop a Mobile Suit Gundam Universes Beyond, I'll be in on that.
You know, there's like Avatar.
Or I know I was really on the fence about that, but I don't think it's quite what I want.
That's fair.
I would do like if they did a Fantastic Four set and there was like a Commander deck that was like iconic villains, I'd pick that shit up.
See, but I think they're going to do that because they already said that they're going to have a set for every Infinity Stone, a Marvel set.
I'll if they do Fantastic Four and I can get Doctor Doom and Galactus in a box together, I'll do that. That's an easy pickup for me.
They did do the.
I'll run a Doctor Doom Commander deck. I'll figure that shit out.
That sounds awesome. That's like the only reason that I have Commander decks is because the Doctor Who deck, because I really wanted a David Tennant deck.
Yeah, I really wanted to do the Doctor decks. I can't, because I live in the UK, I can't find them for any sort of reasonable price, and I doubt I ever will, so I'm just gonna let it go.
That's fair. Yeah, I can sometimes like they pop up at Walmart still every once in a while. I like because I used to go to Walmart for work all the time. So it was right next to work. Like I'm gonna pick some vegetables and go pick up a magic pack. But yeah, I guess that would be harder for you since well that is a UK based IP.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, then the Avatar one's coming out. I like some of the Avatar stuff. Um,
I like the cards. I like a lot of the art. I haven't looked too closely at the cards, but
they did fun stuff. But a cyber, I can see them doing a cyberpunk one. That'd be cool.
that'd be cool.
See how we just keep bringing it back to cyberpunk, so then we can keep talking about whatever we want.
I would if they do a Cyberpunk, I imagine we would see that like 2030 when the sequel comes out. They'd probably try to line those up loosely.
That would be kind of cool. I know what year is it? It's 2025, so they would probably, because I think Magic sets are usually what, 5 years out.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's out there. Like
Yeah.
this the set coming out was like we're looking into the past, like looking into stars. See what I did there? Yeah. So it's wild, and then they pivot and everything as well. So I mean, Cyberpunk, that'd be super cool with like all the,
Wow.
like it'd be heroes of Cyberpunk. That's for like the legends of Cyberpunk. That's what it'd be.
The only thing that would be harder about that is Cyberpunk is interesting in that it's sort of like split ownership.
Uh-huh.
So Cyberpunk, for people who aren't aware, started out as a tabletop RPG game, right? Cyberpunk 2020. Um, and basically what happened was CD Projekt Red went to, I believe it's Mike Pondsmith. I'm like 90% sure that's his name as the creator, and they kind of split the universe. I think it's everything before 2077 is Mike Pondsmith's, like, and it's going to stay tabletop, and he gets to do whatever he wants, and he still has a bunch of say on what happens post 2077. But that's CD Projekt Red's universe, so everything past that is going to be them, and he's like a consultant, executive consultant, something. I should probably look up more specifics, but take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But it's some sort of relationship like that, right? Where before 2077, he's the dude, he's in charge. After 2077, he's a consultant. But if Magic wanted to do like a Cyberpunk set, they would have to get permissions from both of them and work out a bunch of like double legal logistics because they're technically working with two separate companies at that point.
That's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know people hate it, but I really like the Universes Beyond sets. I really like them.
I I now that the cat's out of the bag, I think it's fine. I think it was. I get that it's made them a bunch of money, but I think as far as like the cohesion of Magic, I think it's ruined it. I don't.
I
I used to care. I used to sort of care about Magic's story. I could not care less about Magic's story now.
Yeah, and I think that also has to do with the story because they probably put everybody like important on the Universes Beyond sets because they make so much money. Because yeah, I agree with you. Like Theros, I love the story of Theros. Like the first Theros, because that was the set that got me into it. Into the second Theros, I'm like, all right, Theros. Like I went to the pre-release because I love Theros as a plane. I do agree with that. But I remember reading something forever ago that who's the guy that made Magic? I cannot never. I'm terrible with
Richard
names.
Garfield.
Yes, Richard Garfield. Like his whole goal for Magic, which is kind of what brought me back to Warhammer as well, is like, yeah, I want to have a system and then people just use the system and you can do whatever you want, which I like that aspect of the Universes Beyond. It's like, yes, let's play Lara Croft Tomb Raider with a bunch of dinosaurs and Iron Man. That's cool to me, honestly, which is why I like them. And then it gets people to like, you can play your card game. Like I got to play a Doctor Who card game. I get to play a Spider-Man card game. That I can play with other people that don't necessarily want to play the Spider-Man aspect of the card game, but like my deck does Spider-Man things. So I like that, which is why I like Universe Beyond for that option.
Yeah, it's the Fortnite of card games now.
That's a great way to put that. Put that on a T-shirt. Magic Gathering, Fortnite of card games. I'll make that T-shirt.
Or should it be Fortnite, the magic of video games?
I don't know. It could go either way. We'll have one for each side. There you go. I'll put those on GronersGarb.com. We'll have those cards or those T-shirts. Love that. But yes, anything else we want to talk about Cyberpunk? I know we went through some of the story beats, the endings, the gameplay, lots of B-roll throughout the way. I'm sure of us blowing things up. Any takeaways that we should give the audience that they should do or not do?
Yeah, I mean, I got so much I could say about Cyberpunk. I think first and foremost,
Cyberpunk, got to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't, you included. If you like Cyberpunk, go watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That is
It's on Netflix.
an episode anime on Netflix. Yeah, it's incredible. There's a side mission that will let you watch the like opening animation from it in Cyberpunk 2077, so you can see if the animation is your style. And then there's a nice little like short legacy quest to get David's jacket and stuff if you like the series, but like it's awesome. I would check it out. It is like a separate story, but if you've played Cyberpunk, you'll be like, "Oh, I know that character. I like that guy, right?" And then
Yeah.
the English dub is really good if you don't want to read. Trying to there's a several good actors in it. The one that jumps out at me is Giancarlo Esposito is in it.
Why do I know that name? Put up a
Uh,
picture of him.
yeah, I mean Giancarlo Esposito. Most recently, you would recognize him as the bad guy from Far Cry 6. He was Gus Fring in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. He was in Mandalorian, wasn't he?
He was in Mandalorian. He was just in the newest Captain America movie, I think.
Was he?
He was a
Oh yeah, he was in the beginning. He was like a Cobra or something like that.
something like that, yeah. But
Okay.
just an excellent actor, excellent voice actor. But that whole, yeah, I would definitely check that show out. So good.
Yes. He's one of those guys I always forget his name, but as soon as I see him, I'm like, yeah, that guy's awesome.
The other thing I would say for people is like, uh, if you look at Cyberpunk as like at surface level, it's like pretty shitty, right? It's a pretty misogynistic world. It's like everybody sucks. There's no heroes there, and like just remember that, right? Don't like Johnny Silverhand's not a good guy.
He's not.
He's not a good person.
No one in this game.
There's
Actually, Jackie. Jackie's the only good person, and even hit.
Jackie. I say Jackie is a gangbanger and a murderer, man. He's a good friend, but he is not a good person. Like the probably I would say maybe the only good person is Judy.
Judy? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Panam's great, but she's a drug runner and a murderer. Like
Yeah.
her opening mission is you go help her kill a bunch of people to get some revenge. Like
Yeah, that's
right.
Even Judy's a prostitute, or was at one point.
See, Judy's not a prostitute. Judy, I mean, makes pornography. She's like,
Yeah.
she's sort of like a pornography editor. But brain dances are also more than that, right? But and she works with the Moxes, but like she's probably the closest you get to like
Well, I thought she was a
person.
I thought she was a doll. Maybe I read that wrong while I was going through.
That's Evelyn.
Oh, Evelyn's a doll. Then Judy just did all the editing. Okay, yeah. So Judy might be like the most wholesome person in.
Yeah, and like, there's other people that are kind of gray areas. Like Carrie Uridine is a rock star, and so that just kind of makes him a dick by default. He's also like 80 years old, hitting on a 20-year-old, and that's pretty fucked up, right? In current modern society, there's a lot of people who like look at the shiny cover and just assume that's what it is, and I just want to make everybody like think about the media that you consume and think about what it's telling you and not just what it's portraying. Because like, don't be like the people in Cyberpunk. The point of Cyberpunk is that it's a dystopia that we should avoid, and we don't want to live in that world. So like, please just keep that in mind, because there's a bunch of people out there who just think the Cyberpunk world is the coolest thing in the goddamn world, and they just want it to be real. And don't.
Oh, that's terrible.
Don't be better. Be better to yourself and to others.
You're literally contracted by the police to just kill gangbangers. Like just walking down the street, scan them. Oh, here's my reward.
Yeah. Like, think about how many people V kills in a day.
What?
Do you want to live in a city where one person is killing that many people every day?
Yeah, that's a lot of people. And the fact that people still live there. And that's just cool.
And remember, V is usually killing people who have already killed people. Like this is so much. It's so bad, everybody. It's so bad.
I literally went in and like cleared out a club. Like just cleared it. Yep. It's not good. It's not good. But I did also understand the context of it all in the story. And like we talked about, like there's no good ending. There's not. It's all sad. No matter what, V dies at the end too.
So, you haven't done have you done all the endings? Because she doesn't always die.
I've done the Johnny one, and then I said Johnny stayed in the cyberspace, whatever, with Alt, and then came back and like you're doing a big mission to like do a heist on a satellite casino, and that's like how it ends. I really wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's the secret ending, the one where you sit with Johnny for like 5 minutes. And then you just solo storm it together with him. Yeah, that's the secret ending. And yeah, that one is the one that gives you like the brightest spot because I don't know how much you look. You haven't done a bunch of the side missions, so you probably don't know. But so the guy who offers you the mission at the end there in that little epilogue is Mr. Blue Eyes.
Yes.
Have you seen the other? Have you found any other Mr. Blue Eyes stuff?
Nope. I haven't done any of this blue eye stuff. He just like pops up and like I just well, like I'm like, why do I just know this dude? Where did he come
So,
from?
it's scattered throughout. There's a great mission with a politician where you're like trying to figure out who's like spying on him.
Okay.
That gives you a little bit more information. But essentially, Mr. Blue Eyes is an AI from the other side of the black wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. So when he's like when it's like I've got a mission that can save your life, that's not anybody lying to you. That's an AI going, it's worth it for me to give you the information you need to save your life for future shenanigans. Right.
Oh, that's fun. Heard.
So yeah, so V probably makes it out of that one. If you do the Phantom Liberty and you side with Reed, you could straight up live.
Oh shit. Well, maybe I should have done that, but I was just
It's
so.
also not a happy ending, because basically the process takes 2 years and you lose track of everybody else in your life. But
Sucks.
you're straight. Yeah, it's not great, but you are straight up alive. You are 100% recovered. Johnny is gone. You get to live.
That's fair. I mean, 2 years isn't that bad in the grand scheme of I'm dying next week.
Yeah. Oh, for V side, it's good, but it's also every single relationship you have is gone. So if you were in a romantic relationship that's ended, all like yeah, in the epilogue when you get
Uh huh.
the calls are fucking bleak.
Oh damn. That's yeah. There's a whole lot to this game. I might need to do another playthrough, but it took over my life there, and luckily I didn't have a job, so I can just play it all day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
that's
good.
how it works.
Well, with that being said, brother, I need you to check out Disgaea 3. I'm pretty sure it's Disgaea 3 because
That's great.
that's my favorite. We're gonna double check this real quick.
Double checking for me.
Because I remember the character Disgaea 3. No, it's not 3. Is it 2? Disgaea 2. It's on PlayStation 2. I don't know if you can play it or not. It's on Steam.
On Steam.
It's
Okay.
Disgaea.
Yeah, I found it. Let me take a look here.
We'll also have that link in the description if I can find it.
Okay, okay. How long is this?
It's
Looks
long.
like a JRPG.
It is a JRPG. So quick for you, because this will help you set your mind right when you play it. It is a spoof of Shonen Jump and Power Rangers and everything good in the world. It's just a spoof. It's completely over the top and absolutely ridiculous.
Awesome.
That's all you get. I played this when I think I was in 8th grade, something like that, and me and my brothers absolutely love it. And
Okay.
they've got I think it's up to Disgaea 6 now. I got it for my Switch, and I might go through and play that because I started it and then I stopped playing it because I'm an idiot sometimes. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna play it again. But that is one of my top games, not because it's good, but because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Very cool. I gotta ask, do I have to play this guy one? Are they
Nope,
separate?
they're separate.
Cool.
And I think they actually ended up doing an anime. I can't remember if they made the game first and then an anime, or did the anime and then the game. But there is also an anime that they made at one point as well.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I will check that out.
Very good, bro. I'm glad you can check that out. And everyone else can check that out as well. And yeah, thanks for being here, making it to the end of the podcast, and hanging out with us. Links in the description for everything. Help support the channel so that we can continue not having jobs and edit our videos. And I don't know. I've just got to go back to work next week.
Check out those referral links. They are awesome.
Oh, also there's Humble Bundle. I said it right for once. I usually you can do the premium membership, which gives you a sweet collection of games every month, or you can just go and get whatever you want. That's where I get a lot of my STL files for things. I found some cool Mandalorians at one point. They've got books, they've got audiobooks, they've got games, they've got all kinds of stuff, and it helps charity. So there's that.
Hell yes.
Very good. We're so bad at ending, and by that I mean I'm so bad at ending things. Happy snapping. Bye.
Bye.